All right, guys, today get ready to mount up. Motor mount, that is. Today, we're going to be replacing the front motor mount on my daughter's 2004 Toyota Matrix XR with a 1.8 liter engine. This should be the same thing on the 2000, at least 2003 through 2008 Toyota Matrix, the Pontiac Vibe in that year range, and maybe even the Toyota Celica in that range. Is going to be the motor mount that applies to a wide variety of cars there. Very easy to do. You've got two bolts that go from the bottom through the frame up into the motor mount, and one bolt that goes across like this. This actually would sit toward the front of the car, and there's a little tab right here that goes to the back. You do see quite a lot of room in the middle of this. That's okay. That's how it is supposed to be designed for the front portion. And there's this little thing here that acts as kind of a vibration damper. This should be pretty easy to replace on this one, especially because I've already done that. Instead of just getting a kit and replacing all the motor mounts, I just got a single kit or a single motor mount for the front, and I don't like the one that it came with. Notice that this has a rod going all the way through this. It doesn't turn or come off. The other one, turn it upside down and just fell off. I tried to epoxy it back into place. I'm not real crazy about that, so I'd rather get one in there that works properly. So I just ordered a kit so I can do all of them. The problem with replacing one motor mount on some of these is the motor mount works properly and it starts exacerbating the problem with the other motor mounts that are worn. So you'll notice the engine will actually vibrate more because they're worn out and this one isn't, and that's part of what's happening on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and start replacing all of them. Let's get this one and I'll show you guys how to do it. First thing, I don't think I'm going to need to jack the car up, but I do want a jack available. I might bring it up a little bit just to give me a little extra wiggle room to work under there. And I want a jack to hold the motor just in case. I don't think I'll need it for this, but just in case. So let's get prepared and then we'll get down there and take a look. The bolts for this are 14 millimeter. I can't remember what these are. We'll take a look when we get there. Alrighty, if we take a look from above, that's the motor mount that we're going to be removing. You see the little counterbalance thing on that? That's all wonky and off to the side. It's not a good thing. You know, sometimes. Anyways, for the cross, there's just one bolt there that looks like it might be a 15 or a 17. I can't remember. And one little nut on the back. And you can kind of sort of in the back peeking through there see the bolt that's sticking up from below. I got the car jacked up a little bit. We'll get those off from below. Alright, so if I look from below, you got these two holes here where your access is for those bolts. That is 14 millimeter. They come off pretty easily since they haven't been on very long. There's one, and I've got enough room that one just to do that, which is really convenient. So the bottom part is out. I've just got to get that top nut right there off. Hopefully you guys can see that. And let me get some tools for that and see what size that is. I can't remember. All right, that was 14 millimeter as well, so I've got it loose. So now it's just a matter of wiggling it out. You guys can see, and I think I might have had a better luck wiggling that out from the top. So I'm gonna go up top and see if I can pull that out. See if you guys can see it down there. Yeah, I just gotta wiggle it right. Here it goes. And twist it sideways, and there it goes. So, there is this one. And that thing is just... I don't know about this. See, look how it flexes like that. And the new one does not do that. I think this was a bad part to begin with. That's what we think of it. So this one, we're just going to kind of lay down in here. Oops. Oops, come back here. I might need 2 hands for this. Gotta get this in under here. Let me get 2 hands in here because I think I've got to angle it in to get this side to go under the bracket there. Hang on. Alright, I got the new one in there, but one thing on this one I had to do. There's this little tab on the back that goes toward the engine. This is how it sits in there with the back of the engine here and the front of the car here. This sticks straight out. It doesn't appear to do anything. And it got in the way of fitting down between the 2 brackets there that go onto this. So I just bent it down flat, and that helped get it in a lot easier. So we are under the car now. We got it back into place. I am going to apply a tiny bit of upward pressure on this once I get these bolts knocked down to raise this up just a tiny bit. So when it settles back down, it'll actually be resting on the rubber. I don't know that that's required. I'm talking a millimeter is all I'm going to do. Then we will go from there. But I got to get these. I got these all started. I just got to get these tightened back down, and then get the nut on the back side of this and tighten it down after I put a little bit of upward pressure on this, and then we will be done. Alrighty guys, so we have successfully replaced the front motor mount on our 2004 Toyota Matrix. Fairly easy, other than wiggling that new one back into position or wiggling the old one out because of the tight space. It's a really easy job. The next one we're going to be looking at replacing is the motor mount for the passenger side over here, which could be a bit of a bear. So stay tuned for that video.